Hey there, welcome to the Emotional Fitness Club podcast. We are just 10 minutes away from a great day every day. We've had a little bit of a hiatus as we have been launching the Emotional Fitness Club, and great news, we are now live. So anyone who's ready to join, jump on in over to the emotionalfitnessclub.com. Our E-WOD for the day is, what's a boundary you've respected in yourself or others? Now, boundary setting is something that people are notoriously poor at, right? When I'm doing a seminar, when I'm running a retreat, a course, anything, and I say, hands up, who are the people pleasers here? 95% of the room. Hands up, who struggles to say no? Who are the yes people? Who are the people that seem to do everything for everyone else but don't get these things? Most people feel that way, and most clients I've had feel that way. It's interesting, right? It's like, oh, how can we all see that way? But regardless, what that means is most of us actually have a lot of things that we want to say no to. A lot of us have a lot of things that we want to speak up about, but we don't because we're not sure how we can say it without creating conflict. And we don't want to have that conflict because that person might matter to us, or, we just don't know how to go about it. We're not really great in having these conversations. So we don't say it. Or we have, someone asks us to do something, we're thinking, oh, I've got too much on, but I would just love someone to help me. So I don't want to turn anyone else down. So I'll take that on too. And then we just end up carrying around everyone else's priorities and never get to do our own. We live their values, not our own. We subordinate to their ideals instead of, living with ourselves. And the thing is, the most important thing you need to understand about when you do not honor your own boundaries, you honor your own priorities, honor yourself, the relationship with yourself becomes just as it would if you didn't do things for other people. The little child inside you, pointing to my chest here if you're watching on video, but uh, they start to, it feels like you're lying to them. It feels like you're not there for them. You're not a priority. And so they trust you less. They think of you less, and then they start to chatter more. That little inner voice, the protective ego, the parent there that's trying to protect you from these pains, that when the child relationship is not tight, when like, how can I put it a better way? As a parent, there's two things we need to do for our children. We need to be their safety, right? Number one, that's our job, is keep them safe, make them feel safe. Two is for them to feel like they are our number one priority, that they are so much of a priority that we'll do anything for them, and that we'll always be them. We give them our presence, and that's one of the best ways to, a motivation to clear our past pain is if we're full, our mind is full, we're not mindful, our mind is full, and we struggle to be present with our children. We're always distracting ourselves from our current pain, and we can't be there, or we're stressed, so we're reactive with them. One of the best stimuluses to start working on yourself and start clearing your shit is, because I'm not able to show you that you are my priority, and I need to, because that's my job as a parent. Well, your job, you're actually been parenting yourself for a long time. And most of us, until we start really learning about this and acting upon this learning, not just learning, um, but we need to prioritize us. We need to prioritize that little child inside us, the one that when someone speaks rudely to us, reacts with that tightness or that fire in our chest, or the sadness, or the hurt. When I feel really hurt and I don't say anything, the little child goes, F you. You never put me first, right? You're so scared, you're prioritizing. And when we don't do that, we're saying to that child that you're not the priority. Their feelings are the priority. Or maybe we don't want to be judged by other people. So it's like, our reputation is the priority. How you feel isn't the priority. And that relationship gets, you're withdrawing. There's no emotional bank account at all. There's no deposits. And that's when the block stress builds up, where our anxiety builds up, our depression, our etc., because this little child inside you doesn't feel safe. And again, that's how I see the world. That's how I treat clients. That's how I manage to reverse all these health conditions, right? Is by treating everything holistically. Our conscious, our subconscious, and our body are the same thing. Now, I've gone off on a bit of a tangent today, but I'm in a bit of a rant mode. So if you're still with me, fantastic. Our prompt for today, our E-WOD for the day is, what's a boundary you've respected in yourself or others? So I want you to do both. I want you to and use your EFC app to journal this, right? And remember, journaling, number one, is dump and declutter. If you haven't spent some time where there's been nothing coming in today and you haven't been in the present moment and you haven't been distracting, firstly, we want to just dump, just declutter, spend some time building that boundary first, building the boundary so everybody and everything doesn't have access to your attention all the time. Then we want this prompt. Today's prompt is, what's a boundary that you've respected in yourself or others? And then we want to, number three, gain the insight, take action on that. So you've got two to do today. What's a boundary that you've respected in yourself? And you've, for a lot of people, like, I don't have any boundaries, but try and find a micro one. And then think about what inspires you. What, name a person. So who is the person? It may not even be a friend. It may be a celebrity, maybe anyone. I love that boundary. I love the fact that they don't answer their emails all the time. Or I love the fact that their phone goes off on the weekends and they don't call ever again until Monday. I love the fact, uh, actually, here's a cool one. The coffee shop down the road from me, really great little local place. And I really love the fact that the owner takes off all the every holidays with his children. And in the holidays, sometimes when he can't get staff, it's just like, the coffee shop's shut. And it just says, I'm on holidays, school holidays or whatever. And public holidays he does as well. And many times that annoys me because I'm like, oh, I was actually coming down for a ham omelet or something like that. Damn you, because I really love the food there. But I also go, man, I love that. I wish everybody did that. It's like, you know what? No way. I'm spending today with my kids. It's such a cool thing. So that would be a boundary that inspires me, right? That I really look up to. And, I think I'm going to put that boundary in. I want to show those things to my children, right? Yeah. Anyway, I want you to do that today. That's your prompt. That's your E-WOD. At the Emotional Fitness Club, we have a different prompt every single day. In our community, in our app, every day there's a prompt. Every day we are all doing or getting the opportunity to journal a new growth activity, right? You get to do that as well. If you're not already a member, join us. At the moment, there is a foundation membership available, $99 for life. Not every year. It's going to be an annual where it's going to be $99 every year. So you're going to be saving hundreds of dollars every year for the rest of your life by taking action now. It is a fantastic community. There are so many epic things in the app to help clear block stress from your body, to reframe, to create a life that you love to live, that you're excited to wake up for. So join us, and I will see you at the next podcast episode. Bye.